When the elephants grew old enough, they went out into the world to live on their own. The first little elephant built a small wooden shack. One day there was a knock at the door. Hello, who is it?
It's the big bad mouse. Open at once.
Hello, is anybody out there?
Let me in. Let me in. Let me in.
That's strange. Somebody knocked on my door, but whoever it was, it seemed to have gone away. The big bad mouse was frustrated, so he wrote a note and slipped it under the door. It read, "Squeak, squeak, squeak on the big bad mouse. I'll rip up your garden, I'll tear down your house. I'll tug on your tail, I'll pull on your ears. I'm mighty and mean, I'm the worst of your fears." Later that day, the elephant found the note.
Oh no, a mouse. I've never seen a mouse, but it sounds very scary. I imagine it must be giant, much bigger than an elephant. I imagine it must have big yellow eyes and long sharp teeth. Oh no, help, there's a big bad mouse on the loose. I must run away before it comes back to my house. I must run for my life.
The elephant ran through the wooden shack, tripping over tables and bumping into chairs. The terrified elephant ran through the back door and ran all the way to the second elephant's house. The second elephant lived in a brick house. It was like the first elephant's wooden shack. It also had a doorbell which the first elephant rang. Ring, ring.
Hello, who's there? It's me. I'm so scared. There's a big bad mouse on the loose. May I see at your house, please, please?
Why?
A mouse?
A mouse? Why, I've never seen a mouse. But it sounds very scary. I imagine it must be gigantic with long, sharp claws and a long tail line.
How many times?
Come inside quickly and lock the door behind you.
A few minutes passed. The two elephants sat in frightened silence. Suddenly the doorbell rang.
Ding dong.
The two elephants looked at each other and their hair grew. Who could it be?
I'm not answering it. Don't look at me, I'm not answering it either.
The big bad mouse kept ringing the bell with no
Ding
answer.
dong, ding dong.
Finally, he grew frustrated and slipped a note under the door. It read, "Squeak, squeak, squeak, I'm the big bad mouse. I'll rip up your garden, I'll tear down your house. I'll pull on your ears, I'm mighty and mean, I'm the worst of your fears."
Oh no!
Oh no! The big bad mouse came to my house. We must run for our lives. Oh no, what will we do? Where will we go? There's a gigantic, frightening, fierce mouse on the loose. We must run for our lives.
The two terrified elephants stumbled out of the house, tangling up their legs and tripping over one another. They left through the back door of the house. They didn't stop running till they arrived at the third elephant's house. The third elephant lived in an enormous mansion. It had a long driveway and a swimming pool. The two elephants rang the doorbell and James the butler answered. As soon as he opened the door, they ran past him, shouting and waving their arms wildly.
It's horrible. It's terrifying. Why?
Help us! Do something!
Help us! Do something! Call the police! Call the army!
Get a hold of yourself, Buffy, and slow down and tell me what you're so frightened of.
A mouse!
A mouse? Why didn't you say so? I've never seen a mouse, but I imagine it must be humongous, larger than this mansion. I think it might have skills and might be fire.
The three elephants huddled in fear. They remained very still, listening with extreme care. After a few minutes, the doorbell rang.
Ding dong, ding dong.
Don't answer, James. Why not, Elephant Master? It's a mouse, James, a humongous, terrifying, scaly, fire-breathing mouse.
Don't be ridiculous. Mice are tiny, furry creatures who scurry about and eat seeds and berries.
James James went and opened the door. The three elephants were so frightened now that their eyes were popping out and their ears shooting straight out from their heads.
Elephant, you must face your... No, face your... Oh, do we have to... Elephant, it's time to face the foe. No. Do we have flying tiny mouse?
Well, what do we have here?
What? Well, what do we have here? A tiny mouse. Elephant, it is time to face...
Would you please deliver this message to elephants, please? Tell them, squeak, 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 I'm the big bad mouse. I will rip up your garden. I will tear down your house. I will tug on your tails. I will pull on your ears. I'm mighty and mean. I'm the worst of your fears.
Elephant, it is time to face your foe. Time to face your fear.
I must say, he's not especially scary.
It's getting so scary. Elephant, time to face your foe.
The three elephants walked very nervously toward the door. The first and second elephants were looking over the shoulder of the third elephant. The three frightened elephants stared at the doorway, but no one appeared to be there besides James the butler. They looked to the left. They looked to the right. They looked up, and then they looked down. There on the doorstep stood a little tiny mouse.
But you're so small. I've never seen a mouse before.
You're really not very frightening at all.
But you're so huge. I never knew this is the way you look. You look very, very frightening.